Hi, my name is Dr. Anita Archer, and I wanted to take some time to introduce you to our video series called Getting Them All Engaged. You know, when we look at good instruction, whether it's elementary or secondary, one of the critical elements and the ones that we have to put a lot of energy and attention to is the engagement of students, which is promoted by the amount of active participation. You know, good instruction is interactive. I say something, you say something, I write something, you write something, I do something, you do something. It never can be, I say something, I say something, I say something, I say something. It has to be interactive because when the students are making responses, we definitely would have more engagement, we have more learning. Management problems certainly are significantly reduced, and there's a much more positive climate for the students and for us. So this has to be one of our major missions if our goal is to improve the intensity of instruction, thus the outcomes from our students. And we have a great deal of research on excellent practices in terms of active participation. And that is what this project, Getting Them All Engaged, is meant to convey to staff members, principals, coaches, and teachers. What this project actually involved was doing some all-day instructional sessions with teachers on either elementary engagement or secondary engagement. And within that were research-validated practices that no matter what our subject is, we could employ. And so what we have now done is put this into shorter segments, none of them more than 45 minutes long, so that we could either show them over time, one segment at a time, or couple some segments together, or couple them all together for a longer training. The way in which we envision that they might be used is in some cases with fairly large groups. Maybe a staff at a school, maybe a group of teachers at the district level, maybe an intermediate agency bringing teachers together, maybe a university class. But also we envision that it could be used as a professional development experience in small groups with grade level teachers, with departments, so that they could have relevant discussion in relationship to the content, and also support each other in the implementation of good practices in their own classrooms. So when these materials are purchased, it includes the DVDs, and it also includes a CD with a facilitator's guide and print materials that would be supportive of the implementation of this project. So first of all, in the facilitator's guide, one thing it will do is give suggestions on how these segments might actually be delivered, which ones could be joined together, how you would facilitate it if you were going to do a number of the segments, and the fact that all the segments have to be in order because there is built-in cumulative review as you go through them. But also, there will be other tools. For example, each segment, of course, has a PowerPoint to support teachers taking notes. There's also tools that will help engage the large or small group in discussion of the individual segments, and tools for really sustaining the implementation. Tools to be utilized for principal or assistant principal or coach walkthroughs, as well as learning walks by peers, so that they could get in the habit of giving feedback to their peers on the use of active participation within their classrooms. And finally, one of the other aspects of the facilitator's guide is it talks about how to promote active participation during the viewing of the segments. Because it was done with a live group, and active participation is also critical for adults, the participants were asked to say answers together. They were assigned partners, were asked to share answers with partners. They were asked to make written responses. And the same thing for our viewing audience that is virtually present, that they also would say things together, say things to partners, write things down, so that the professional development will come alive. You know, the topic here is so critical to the welfare of our children, the education of our children, and for the whole climate in our school. And we really hope that these serve as one of the tools that you're using to promote active participation, to get everybody engaged, not just a few, but everyone. And I'm certain that you'll be able to add even more procedures than are in the video that would make a difference in your classes. So thank you very much, and may all children learn, and may all children be engaged.